Hello traders, how's it going? Welcome to the Monday forecast for the beginning of the week. I am in a short trade on the euro and the US dollar, and currently it is in a bit of a drawdown. So let me take you through it. As we know, we had a really large range prior to that, so we were stuck in this large sideways range, ascending into descending channels all the way. So I was definitely seeing how we will break out of the structure, and then we have broken the low. And of course, this break was just barely breaking, but then we got a nice large break to the downside. And at this point, I was happy to start look for trades, but I just needed to see a bit more. And then we paused with just one candle, or actually we continued a bit more, and then we paused with just one candle, showing us no momentum shift. It turned out to be a bearish candle even, so that's another really good sign. You can see double wicks in favor of going short because the buyers tried to push up the price, it got rejected. Then again, tried to push up the price, got rejected. And then price continued down, left a really nice clean close. Now at this point, I was being just a bit more patient because in my head, I know that on Mondays, most trades fail. So we really need to see a really high probability setup. And for this to just tag me in, it would kind of show me a potential momentum shift if we got an entry candle like this. So I just wanted to see a bit of a slower pullback. To be honest, I was just kind of doubtful on a Monday to have that kind of a bigger pullback. And then what happened? Well, we got a perfect entry setup. At this point, I did set my order because it would no longer show me an aggressive retrace. And then it paused a bit more, paused with another candle, and this was just then a textbook trade, a combo trade. A combo trade is basically a flag and a break and retest, because we retest the most recent low and also form a flag formation within. So that's the highest probability entry that I use. If I see it, it is high probability to continue with the trend. So then I got tapped in and price is now just hovering around my entry point. We will see what happens. I'm really happy to be in this trade. It's a textbook no-brainer trade for me. I'm definitely happy to be in it, and we will see how it will develop, of course. If we break to a downside, I will look to scale in. And if we break to the upside and I get stopped out, then I will look for a reversal to the upside, because yeah, this is not looking that descending. But of course, if we get a large impulse up, I will look for a trade. If we just continue ranging as we usually do on a Monday or a Tuesday, then I will just be more patient, wait for the break of the high or the low. So yeah, because of this formation, I also liked how we got this descending and then continued from the descending. As you can see, we started trending. So I like that also. And just everything was going for this trade. The only thing was that it's Monday morning. Now it's actually Monday afternoon. But because it's such a good trade, I'm happy to take that risk. Let's move on. Euro Japanese yen. This one is overall stuck in a range, to be honest with you. So definitely seeing range both price action on the Euro Japanese yen. Right here, you can see just very dirty, huge wicks to the downside, large wicks to the upside, also to the downside here. Descending into an ascending, into another descending, and now also starting sort of an ascending structure. I was seeing what will happen at this point. I was looking for a potential long trade because I was seeing this kind of a smaller descending, still a descending, and then a nice push up, small pullback, and then we continue. But unfortunately, no setup formed, or actually it's better that nothing formed, because this overall price is pretty range bound. So I would kind of be on the fence whether to take it or not. And yeah, what happened? Well, price just rejected straight down, broke the most recent low here, and is now expected to range, to be honest, because we broke the high retrace, broke the low retrace, and it is Monday. I'm expecting to see something like this. To look for a trade, I need to see it break out of the structure to the upside with a large break, or break out of the structure to the downside with a large trade like this, short break and retest, whichever one we get. Moving on, Aussie US dollar. Aussie US dollar is moving. It's moving down, but not convincing enough. I am currently waiting for the break of the low or the break of the high. So we were prior to that stuck in a larger range right here, ascending into descending. And then we broke down with some momentum. But again, there is a liquidity area here, and just this break alone does not signal to me that the price action is trending. If I see just a signal push like this one, it's not enough. I want to see an established trend, which is a push, pullback, then another push. Also seeing a bit of a momentum shift here. So when I combine all of the factors, first one, that this push is really coming from range-bound price action. Second one, it's Monday. Third one, we have gotten a bit of an aggressive retrace here. I'm just not really looking for any sort of a trade, and we got a bit of a wick. So I'm being more patient, waiting for the break of the low or the break of the high. Let me just see if maybe a potential flag formed here. No, currently no flag. And that's about it for this one. I'm waiting to see it push down a bit more, give me a flag, or for it to reverse to the upside and then give me a push up like this. Now for the Aussie and the Japanese yen. So this one is actually showing me sort of a V reversal, but the overall price is very range bound, so no potential here. Just some really crappy price action, to be honest. Ranging on the larger picture, so clearly getting an ascending structure into a descending structure, then ascending, and then another descending, and just not showing me anything good. So definitely being more patient with this one. What I'm waiting for, to be honest, I'm just waiting for a large break up or if this creates a V, which is currently creating a V, something like this. So range, push down, and then look to sell. Our usual setup for an entry with the V reversal. Pound, lows here, highs here. We're still stuck in the range bound structure. What I'm waiting for, as always, I'm waiting for breakout, that it breaks the high, gives me a break and retest to the upside, or a break of the low, and then a break and retest to the downside, something like this. So I just need to see it break the low or the high with large momentum. Really simple. The pound is my simplest pair to trade since I'm focusing on only one setup, which is a large impulse. I can even draw it just to refresh your memory. Large impulse, small pullback, push up, break and retest. We enter right here. That's it for the pound. Now we come to NJ, where I was in a long trade right about here. So right here I had my order here. Let me just quickly run through it. So we had a 3-bar flag, which is a high probability formation. So let me tell you, almost all flags on NJ work out. So almost all of them bring percentage, and all of these 3-bar flags work out and win. So I'm definitely looking to take all of them. Of course, if the price action is looking okay. And yeah, this 3-bar flag is definitely what I want to see. You can see we have our first pullback candle, which is an inside bar, and then an outside bar that kind of eats up the prior bar. The high is higher, the low is lower, and then we get our entry candle, which is the first bullish candle. Prior price action, I went through it on the last recap, so definitely check it out. I explained exactly why this is high probability to continue to the upside. It then continued. It was running in some really nice profit right here, but unfortunately, I mean, it's not unfortunate. I did bank some nice percentage, so I'm really happy that I moved my stop loss right here underneath the most recent low. Price reversed, tagged me out for around 1.5%. Again, really happy that I took this trade. Fits my plan 100%. Really high probability trade. Check out the last recap to see exactly why I was in this. And now we're moving on. So took a 1.5 win here. Let's see what happened then. Price was stuck between the low and the high. We now broke the high, retraced, exactly to be expected when reaching a liquidity area. Of course, when we see a range form like we are seeing here, clear range, we have a liquidity area above, liquidity area below, and this is exactly why we wait to see what happens at the break of the high or the low, because usually price just breaks, grabs that liquidity, and reverses. Currently, what I'm waiting for, to see if maybe a potential V reversal will form like this, then a range, push down, flag, or break and retest. So I'm looking for that, or I'm looking for it to push up, move far away from this range, far away from the structure, give me a nice flag or a nice break and retest like this. So that's about it for the trade recap and the forecast. I'm in EU, definitely seeing what will happen. NJ was a nice trade, really happy with that one. Markets are moving, that's the main point. Only pair on my radar currently is the Euro US dollar. The rest of them are looking pretty sleepy. I believe until Wednesday there will be no major moves, but again, anything can happen. That's just my forecast. So if we do get some large moves, you know what to do. Get in on those trends and follow your plan. That's it. See you guys in the next video.